Why would a rational, living creature pay money to feel like their mouth is literally on fire? Imagine taking a bite of something that makes your entire body scream, danger. Your heart races, your eyes turn into tiny waterfalls, and you start sweating profusely. And yet, instead of running away, you go back for a second bite. We are the only species on this planet that looks at a biological warning system and treats it like a hobby. For every other mammal, the sensation of spicy is a clear signal to stop eating immediately. But for humans, it's a billion-dollar industry. This is the story of the evolutionary glitch of spicy food. It is a mystery that reveals a bizarre truth about the human brain and our strange obsession with seeking out safe pain. To understand how weird this is, we have to look at the victim in this story, the chili pepper. Millions of years ago, plants were in an arms race with mammals. Plants wanted to survive and spread their seeds, but mammals kept eating them before the seeds were ready. So the chili pepper developed a sneaky chemical defense called capsaicin. Capsaicin is essentially a biological do not eat sign. It was designed to be so painful that no mammal would ever dare touch it again. But then humans entered the chat. We looked at this ancient defense system and thought, this would make a great hot sauce. This decision completely defies the basic rules of evolution. Nature usually rewards creatures that avoid unnecessary danger. A zebra doesn't wake up and decide to dance with a lion just for the rush. But humans? We climb frozen waterfalls, jump out of perfectly good airplanes, and eat peppers that could make a grown man hallucinate. Here is the science of what's actually happening inside your mouth. The culprit, capsaicin, doesn't actually burn you in a physical sense. Instead, it's a master of disguise. When it hits your tongue, it binds to specific pain receptors called TRPV1. These are the exact same sensors that warn your brain when you've touched a hot stove or stepped into boiling water.
Your brain doesn't know the difference between a chemical trick and a literal fire. It thinks your mouth is currently experiencing a third-degree burn. This triggers a full-scale biological panic mode. Your face turns bright red as your blood vessels dilate to release heat. You start sweating to cool down a body that isn't actually hot. Your nose runs and your eyes water in a desperate attempt to flush out the perceived poison.
While this is happening, your body's gone fishing sign for the immune system is taken down, and your internal battery meter starts redlining. In any other context, this would be a traumatic medical emergency. But for us, it's just a spicy wing challenge. Why? Because of a weird human quirk that scientists call benign masochism. Take a look at the animal kingdom to see how unique we really are. If you give a spicy pepper to a dog or a squirrel, they will likely never trust you again. But birds are the ultimate cheat code in this story. Birds lack the receptors to even taste capsaicin. They fly around eating the spiciest peppers on Earth like they're candy, completely oblivious to the heat. This is exactly what the plant wanted. Birds swallow the seeds whole and poop them out miles away, helping the plant spread. Humans, however, are wired differently. We are high sensation seekers in disguise. Scientists have found that people who love spicy food often have what they call big T personalities. These folks feel more pleasure and less stress in crazy situations. For them, eating a ghost pepper is like riding a roller coaster with their tongue. Their brain knows they aren't in any real danger, even while their body is screaming that it's dying. This leads to the twist that changes how you view your favorite hot sauce. We aren't eating spicy food despite the pain. We are often eating it because of the pain. When your brain thinks you're under attack, it searches for a way to manage the trauma. It releases a massive flood of feel-good chemicals called endorphins and dopamine. These are the body's natural painkillers. Once your brain realizes that your mouth isn't actually melting off, you're left with an excitation transfer. The physical reaction to fear and pain wears off, but the high from the endorphins stays behind. You experience a rush of intense relief and euphoria. We have essentially hacked our biological alarm system to trigger a feel-good drug release. We are the only mammals crazy enough to turn a survival warning into a leisure activity. This evolutionary glitch tells us something profound about what it means to be human. We have a unique ability to override our most basic instincts for the sake of a thrill. Our brains are so complex that they can find beauty and excitement in things that should theoretically be impractical or even dangerous. It's the same drive that pushed our ancestors to explore dangerous new territories or create art in the middle of an ice age.
We aren't just surviving. We are constantly looking for ways to push the boundaries of our own perception. Whether it's watching a psychological horror movie to feel the rush of safety after a scare, or eating a pepper that makes us see stars, we crave the intensity of living. This glitch is actually one of our greatest strengths. It is the biological root of curiosity.
Next time you're gasping for air and reaching for a glass of milk after a spicy meal, remember that you're participating in a uniquely human tradition. You are defying millions of years of plant evolution just for a quick hit of dopamine. You are an apex predator that found a way to turn a defense mechanism into a condiment. We've turned the entire world into a sensory playground. We've mastered the art of safe danger, finding thrills in everything from spicy food to the Mandela effect that makes us question our own memories. Our brains are fascinating, messy, and beautifully broken in exactly the right ways. So here is my question for you. What is the one food or activity you absolutely love, even though your body or your instincts tell you that you should probably hate it? Let me know in the comments and tell me if you think this evolutionary glitch is a bug or a feature.